And they're off. They came out cleanly. Bad Zizi going to the lead with Night Saber. Legs Like Flatter is racing in third, attending the pace from the outside. The early trailer will be Shameless Affair. Night Saber gets a half length, now a length in front of Bad Zizi as they roll down the backside with 4.5 furlongs to travel. It's 2 more lengths to Legs Like Flatter, racing in third, being joined by Shameless Affair on the inside, who's gaining position with every stride. 22 and 3 for the opening quarter. They race into the turn, and it's Night Saber on top by 3 lengths. Bad Zizi is second, sharing that position with Shameless Affair. Here comes Legs Like Flatter, 3 deep. It's only 2.5 lengths front to back as Night Saber tries to hold on to the lead. 5/16 of a mile to travel. It's still Night Saber ridden along. Ask for more now as Legs Like Flatter cruises into second. Shameless Affair still biding her time from third, and Bad Zizi after the sharp beginning now trails. 46 and 3 to the half at the head of the lane. Legs Like Flatter challenges Night Saber. Room up the inside for Shameless Affair if good enough, but she begins to stall. The lead now belongs to Legs Like Flatter. It's Legs Like Flatter and Chris Husbands. Shameless Affair getting into second past Night Saber, well back to Bad Zizi, but Legs Like Flatter will prevail. Legs Like Flatter by 2 over Shameless Affair, Night Saber, and Bad Zizi. 6 furlongs and 112 and 3. And they're off. Stumbling at the start was Alberta Be Mine, Dreaming of Hope straight to the lead. Born to Be Good racing in second, about to be joined by Safalo along the inside. Sigiriya racing in fourth, and after the slow beginning, Alberta Be Mine can see them all. It's Dreaming of Hope leading the charge out of the backstretch onto the chute, onto the backstretch, being tracked now by Safalo, who's off the rail. 2 lengths more to Born to Be Good in third. Sigiriya is fourth, and still trailing is Alberta Be Mine. 22 and 4 for the opening quarter. They race within the half-mile marker, and it's Dreaming of Hope at 1 to 5 leading the way. Safalo continues to track from second. These two have opened up 5 lengths on Sigiriya. Born to Be Good racing in fourth along the inside. Alberta Be Mine still trails. Letting out a notch, Dreaming of Hope has opened up 3 lengths on Safalo. 45 and 2, it's a quick half. Safalo still the only one in range. Sigiriya moving in third. Still 8 lengths to make up on the leaders, then Born to Be Good and Alberta Be Mine at the back. They swing for the drive. It is Dreaming of Hope. She's opened up 5 lengths with 1/8 of a mile to go. Safalo is a clear second. It is another race at the back. Sigiriya trying to hold show from Born to Be Good. Coming down to the wire, Dreaming of Hope and Zero Ford, a much the best performance here. They're going to win by 6. Dreaming of Hope over Safalo. Sigiriya going to hold third from Born to Be Good. 6.5 and 117 flat. And they're off. Real Love is Lucky out well with Unda May. Our Stella ridden along. Here comes Up Creek looking for position. Scary Boo going to race in mid-pack between horses. Dropping back early will be I Truly Believe. Midway down the back sets, Up Creek has put the head in front of Real Love is Lucky. Scary Boo finds herself in third, 2 lengths off the leaders, racing between Our Stella and Unda May. It's 8 more lengths back to I Truly Believe. 22-4 for the opening quarter. Scary Boo descends 3 wide to put the pressure on Real Love is Lucky and Up Creek, who begins to tire. Undame is ridden along from 4th past Our Stella, I Truly Believe, not in contention. A quarter of a mile to go. Up Creek has dropped the anchor and Scary Boo has put the advantage on Real Love is Lucky. Undame is into 3rd trying to make a rally, but they're going to have to reel in Scary Boo. Real Love is Lucky not done with yet, but Scary Boo now opens up 2 lengths. Real Love is Lucky comes off the rail to try and rebid. Scary Boo is up by 2. Real Love is Lucky well back to Undame, but Scary Boo will deliver. Scary Boo at 1-5 going on to a 3-length score. Real Love is Lucky, then Undame and Our Stella, 107 flat. And they're off. Gus's Gamble took a bad stumble at the start. Vandermeer still aboard. Inflation Nation is going for the lead with Hicksy and Forrester Humor. Now Ernie's Martini skipping up the inside to be in contention. It's 3 lengths back to the trailer, Gus's Gamble. 4.5 furlongs to travel. The lead belongs to Inflation Nation, a half length to Hicksy. Ernie's Martini bet down to 1-5 is stalking from the inside 2 lengths off the lead with Forrester Humor to his outside. Gus's Gamble has caught the pack. He has 3 lengths to make up on the leaders. 22-2, it's a quick opening quarter. Inflation Nation shaking clear of Hicksy. Forrester Humor moving up 3 deep with Ernie's Martini on the rail. Gus's Gamble caught the field, but he's already given up 2 lengths. Midway around the turn, it's Inflation Nation still on top. Ernie's Martini getting into second, trying to push out Forrester Humor, who's keeping him on the inside, 45-3. At the head of the lane, the lead still belongs to Inflation Nation. Room up the inside for Ernie's Martini, who's trying to put the head in front. Forrester Humor right there. Ernie's Martini seizes control at the 8th pole. Inflation Nation tries to fight back, but he's not doing enough. Ernie's Martini will go on to win. It's Ernie's Martini and Chris Husbands by 2. Inflation Nation, then Forrester Humor and Hicksy, 111-3. And they're off. Olivia's Melody took a stumble at the start. Silent Passion broke well from the outside with Mike and the Viking and Brilliant Disguise both vying for the early lead. Speedy Lady going to stalk from the inside with Super Honey Timber. Then at the back we have Super Serenade and the trailer, Olivia's Melody. 6 lengths front to back as they race within the 5 furlong pole. They're 3 across the track as Speedy Lady is not content to wait. She puts the head in front of Mike and the Viking and Brilliant Disguise, who's racing 3 deep. Great position for Super Honey Timber, who was bet down to 6-5. She's racing a half length better than Silent Passion. 5 more lengths to Super Serenade and another 4 to Olivia's Melody. 3 furlongs left to travel. There's still 3 across the track. Mike and the Viking in the middle with Brilliant Disguise now putting the head in front. Speedy Lady. Here comes Silent Passion descending wide. Super Honey Timber needs somewhere to go but traveling well. Super Serenade stalls. And here comes Olivia's Melody with momentum from the back. The top 5 are bunched up by less than 3 lengths at the head of the lane. Mike and the Viking has the lead over Brilliant Disguise. Super Honey Timber is swung out to the 3-path. Here's Olivia's Melody down the far outside. Silent Passion in contention. A steady there for Brilliant Disguise. It is Super Honey Timber who takes the lead, but Olivia's Melody is coming. Mike and the Viking still there. Super Honey Timber will go on to win. Super Honey Timber a length over Olivia's Melody, then Mike and the Viking and Brilliant Disguise, 118-4. And they're off. Pretty good line. Mr. Mystique's out well from the outside. Prince for a Day is hustling to the lead. Thelonious is vying for position with Dot's Vision, Jack the Cat. Mr. Mystique's between horses with Dragon's Brew parked 5 deep into the opening turn. It's well back to the trailing duo of Cupid's Claws and Lulu's Lullaby. From the 8 hole, Prince for a Day was able to get clear. He's 3 lengths up as they turn into the backside. Racing on the inside from second is Thelonious with Dot's Vision to his outside. Jack the Cat back into fourth, looking to work his way to the rail. Next are the pair of Mr. Mystique's and Dragon's Brew. 24-2 to the opening quarter. 5 more lengths back to Cupid's Claws, and Lulu's Lullaby can see them all. Midway down the back stretch, it is still Prince for a Day on top. Thelonious and Dot's Vision share position. Jack the Cat was unable to get inside. Dragon's Brew races between him and Mr. Mystique's along the fence. Then Cupid's Claws inching closer, and Lulu's Lullaby still trails. The half was 48 flat. Prince for a Day still up by 2. Here comes Jack the Cat with a big 3-wide run past Dot's Vision and Thelonious. Dragon's Brew getting going. Mr. Mystique's is stalled. Cupid's Claws from the back. At the head of the lane, it is Jack the Cat. Dragon's Brew down the far outside. Thelonious up the rail. It's anybody's race at the 8th pole. Jack the Cat, Dragon's Brew, Cupid's Claws down the far outside. Jack the Cat is drifting out, clinging to the lead. Mr. Mystique's from nowhere. Mr. Mystique's coming up to Jack the Cat. Cupid's Claws from the back. Dragon's Brew coming down to the wire. Cupid's Claws. No, Mr. Mystique's gets the photo over Jack the Cat. It's Mr. Mystique's, Jack the Cat, Cupid's Claws, Dragon's Brew, Prince for a Day, 127 flat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fort Erie Racetrack for another day of live thoroughbred action here from the Border Oval. It's another hot one, 30 Celsius or 86 Fahrenheit. Little bit more wind than yesterday, but not much. It says 10 miles per hour. It's coming out of the west right now. The main track is fast. Turf course is firm with the rail out at 18 feet, 29 minutes to first post. Visit our website, fortierieracing.com, for information about everything going on here at the track. Tune in to the pre-race show to get info about the track conditions, scratches and changes, handicapping analysis, and info about upcoming races and events. Racing is back next week at Fort Erie. Sunday, August 17th, will be starting at 12:15, and then Monday the 18th, post time will be 4:30. And a reminder that next week there will be no Tuesday racing on August 19th. This Sunday, August 17th, is Basset Hound and Corgi Racing Day. Admission, as always, is free. Tuesday, August 26th, we'll have our next free concert at the Tiki Bar featuring Almost Cool. The Puss in Boots Cup returns on Labor Day, September 1st, as well as the Horse People's Luminary Cup. Labor Day post time will be 12:15. Save the date, the 90th running of the Prince of Wales Stakes is on Tuesday, September 9th. New this year for the Prince of Wales is the fashion contest. Come out to see who will be crowned the best dressed at the Prince of Wales. Also new this year for Prince of Wales Day, we'll have a $10 coffee mug for sale, but never mind that. Fort Erie's Track-O-Lantern is returning on October 13th. It kicks off at noon. Kids in costume can come and trick-or-treat around the track. Closing day will be Fort Erie Racetrack's Fan Appreciation Day. That's Tuesday, October 21st. Post time will be 12:15. We'll have free programs, prize draws between races, and a mandatory jackpot high-five payout. Be sure to book your table in the Turfside Dining Room, open on live racing days. Reservations are recommended. Head down to the Paddock Shack for burgers, hot dogs, sausages, fries, poutine, plus beer and soft drinks, located near the walking ring. Treat your team to an exciting day at the races. It's only $12.39 per person. The track pack includes one food item, one drink, and a Fort Erie live racing program. For more information, go to our website. Become a member of HPIBet.com today. Get $100 when you bet $100, plus your first bet is on us. We're having non-winning ticket draws today at Fort Erie. Put your name and phone number on the back of your non-winning ticket and drop them in the basket at customer service for your chance to win a prize. New at customer service, for just $5, you can bring home a Fort Erie Racetrack tote bag. The tote bag is also today's prize for the non-winning ticket prize draw. Tune into Your TV Niagara for the Fort Erie Race Replay Show, Channel 700, Thursdays at 10:30 and Saturdays at 10. Fort Erie Racetrack is a proud partner of Oneida New Holland of Niagara. We'd like to thank them for providing us with a new tractor for maintenance this season. We'd also like to say a big thank you to our partners at True Green Professional Lawn Care, who are helping us keep the grass looking green and lush. Jackpot high-five wagering offered in race 6 today. The carryover is up to $38,804. Smoking is allowed in designated areas only at Fort Erie Racetrack. No food or beverage are allowed in these areas, and no cannabis is allowed on the property. Up next are today's changes. In race 1, take note that the number 4 Crimson Knights will race with a number 3 shoe. That's a bar shoe on the number 4 Crimson Knights. Also take note the number 5 Golden Spring rider change to Juan Crawford. In race 2, we have a corrected weight on the number 2 Medaglia Forever. The weight should read 122 pounds. In race 3, we have a rider change on the number 2 Frack City. Make the rider Juan Crawford. Race 4, no show and no superfecta wagering in the 4th. We have a rider change on the number 1 Roll the Credits. Make the rider Juan Crawford. Vet scratch the number 5, Bermuda Brew, take out the 5. Race 5, corrected ownership on the number 4, Wet and Wild. The ownership should read just Louis Cappy. And in race 6, we have an ownership correction on the number 4, Fast and Ready. The owner should read Jeannie Ryan. We also have a rider change on the number 8, Boston Bay. Make the rider Pierre Mailhot. Back again for another 6-race card here from Fort Erie Racetrack. Fast and firm on this Tuesday. Basset Hounds coming up on Sunday, don't forget. For now, let's take a look at our selections on today's card. Race 1 is a claiming race for fillies and mares which have never won 3 races. We're going 5.5 furlongs for a claiming price of $62.50 down to $6,000. Pick 4 wager starts here. Field of 5 to kick off the Tuesday action. Everyone landing on the number 4, Crimson Knights. Crimson Knights was claimed for $10,000 at the start of the Woodbine meet. Tried an allowance non-3 here on opening weekend, but ran a flat 4th. Then was off for 2 months, came back at Woodbine for $7,500, where she made a bid and stalled to be 5th for the 75 level. Now she drops in for the $62.50. She didn't run bad on the dirt down here. The big concern with her now is the bar shoe going on. I'm not a big fan of bar shoes, but she does look like she's going to be forwardly placed here. She has some speed. Zerrell Ford with a win for Adamo yesterday. The Crimson Knights look like the one to beat, though you could be a little suspect. Number 3, Misty Point, goes for Sharon Chicotto and Chris Husbands. The Chicotto barn with a win with Legs Like Flatter yesterday. Misty Point was second best behind the speedy Mo Twilight on July 27th. She's run quite a few good races this year. A win for 8,000 non-2 back in June. 3rd, a 2nd. She's been in the hunt. She can show some speed, so maybe she'll be forwardly placed following Golden Spring in the early running. Then for the show spot, number 2, Running Argument. She ran on the turf last time and came up empty, but before that she was a decent 3rd at this $62.50 non-3 level on the dirt. Another one who could show some speed, might like to cut back to 5.5 furlongs. Alexis Sanchez going to ride this Louisiana bred for Steve Cathcart. Race 2 is an allowance race for fillies and mares 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 3. We're going 1 mile and a 16th on the main track to kick off the pick 5 wager. Another field of 5. Going to go to gate here. We don't get a lot of these route races on the dirt for the mares. I've gone with the number 3, Moral Turpitude here. Daughter of Empire Maker. She's only ever run on the dirt once, and it wasn't great, but it was a long time ago. I'm just thinking Empire Maker out of a Tappet mare. She should like the dirt. She had a bad trip on the turf on July 22nd in her first start off the claim. Had the 8-hole and was never anywhere close to the fence. Got beat 5 3/4. Before that, she was running good at Woodbine. 4th for 15, 2nd for 25, 3rd for 25, 4th for 40,000. This is not a bad horse. Not as bad as her last race makes her look. Mile 16th on the dirt should suit her well. Moral Turpitude, I'm going to give her the shot to rebound for Ishmael Mascara and John Sims. Number 2, Medaglia Forever, 7-5 on the morning line. Won a maiden special weight, going 6 furlongs on the dirt on July 27th. She's run very good in routes before, south of the border. Fantastic pedigree on this Fipke homebred. The Fipke horse is always super well bred. Melanie Pinto and Mickey Neubauer have been a potent combo all season. She has to face non-winners of 3 here, but she certainly does look like she's got a good shot. And for the show spot, number 5, Clara You the Best, ran 1 mile on the turf at Woodbine for $25,000 and didn't factor last time. Her dirt form here at Fort Erie is pretty good. I don't think 1 mile and a 16th is going to be a problem for her, even though she was flat at 1 mile last time. I think at this level she'll have a good run for Pierre Mailhot and Corey McChesney. Race 3 is a maiden claimer for 3-year-olds and up, going 6 furlongs for a price of $4,000 down to $37.50. Bottom maidens to kick off the late pick 4. Field of 6 here. I've gone to the outside, number 6, I'm Not Lost. Tried a maiden special weight on the turf last time, never really got involved, got beat 8 lengths. Now we're taking the plunge. Maiden special weight all the way down to maiden 4. Signature Reds typically don't mind the dirt, and this one did show a little bit of speed in his first start at Woodbine. I just think with the class plunge, I'm Not Lost should be better. Pierre Mailhot has been able to get some of these Mathis horses out of the gate and keep them going. Number 3, Sweeping Red. Went off at 4-5 last time when dropping in for 62.50. Chased the speed and just got tired to be 4th. Now gets in for bottoms. His debut in the Sprint in the Summer Cup was not that bad. You got to think there's a little more in this horse than what he's showing. This is another signature red, homebred for Colebrook Farms. Chris Husband's riding for Kevin Buttigieg. They had a win with Ernie's Martini yesterday. Sweeping Red, definitely in with a shot. Then the number 4, Cowboy Sequel, rallied on to be second in the same race that Sweeping Red exits. Definitely his best race to date yet. Melanie Pinto riding this, Joe Humber homebred. Definitely a threat here in this spot if he can run back to his last race. Race 4 is a maiden allowance race for 3-year-olds and up, going 5 furlongs on the main track. Got a scratch of the number 5 Bermuda Blue, so we're down to 4 here. No show and no superfecta wagering. Final pick 3 of the day starts here. I've gone to the number 4 Jersey King. It's a tough race to really love anybody. The problem with this race is that the 2 and the 3 both want to show speed. They could wear each other out. If that happens, the number 4 Jersey King, I don't love either of his races. He really didn't show much on the dirt first time out, and then he chased the speed and came up empty on the turf second time. Ken Albu riding this homebred for the Six Brothers stable. He's got a couple races into him. He should be a little more fit now. And like I said, if the 2 and 3 wear themselves out, Jersey King could pick up the pieces. Number 3, A Fleet Prince, went to the lead and gave way to be 4th in a maiden special weight on July 21st. That was his Fort Erie debut. This is a much easier group. If he can outsprint Heavy Like a Chevy, which he very well could, he'll be tough to run down. I think he's a deserving favorite here. Then the number 2, Heavy Like a Chevy, ran 7/8 on the turf last time for 8,000. Made the lead and stopped in the home stretch. That was not a very tough group for 8,000 either. Moving up in class, but his dirt form at Mountaineer was pretty good. We'll see what happens. Heavy Like a Chevy, Pierre Mailhot for Julie Mathis. Race 5 is a very nice group. It's a starter optional claimer for 3-year-olds and up, which have started for a price of $5,000 or less in the last 2 years, or they can go for a claiming price of $10,000. Going 6 furlongs here to kick off the late double wager. A very solid group of 7. I've gone with a bit of a price here, 6-1 morning line, the number 2 Cost Basis. Amanda Vandermeer's going to ride this one for Julie Mathis. Vandermeer's with a win on yesterday's card with Mr. Mystique's at 15-1 in the last race. Cost Basis 2 starts ago was able to win an 8-starter optional 12-5, rallied to get up over Kitty Holiday and Where Is Essa. Came back in a wide open allowance, ran 4th, but look at who beat him. Victory March, Garofoli, Shaku Maku, the 3 best sprinters on the ground. Cost Basis is an 8-time winner. He's already got 2 wins this season. Just a nice racehorse. Loves the dirt. Should have a good trip here. I think 6-1 is a very good price on him. Number 5, Bella Future. Was able to win at this level on July 13th. Came back 2 weeks later in an off-turf race and was second behind the rapid Shaku Maku. Again, look at this horse's form. His worst race since coming to Ontario was a 4th behind Garofoli and Victory March in the long run time. And look, again, the same group, Garofoli, Victory March, Shaku Maku. He's 4th behind them, same as Cost Basis. I think this race probably goes between the 2 of them. You're going to get a better price on Cost Basis, but Bella Future, super nice horse. Ishmael Mascara for John Sims. Then the number 3, Have to Reload. I liked his last race. He was beaten a half length by Bella Future. Before that was a distant 5th behind Hiatus on the turf. Hiatus also shows up here. Hiatus is one of the nicest horses at Fort Erie. I'm just not sure 6 furlongs on the dirt against this group is his game. So Have to Reload, super solid dirt sprinter here at the Fort the last couple of seasons. Definitely worth a look. Melanie Pinto going to ride this BC bred for Mike Blake. Last race of the day is our only turf race on the card. It's a claiming race for 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 3. 62.50 down to 6,000, going about 7 furlongs. 38,000 up for grabs in the jackpot. High 5. Field of 8. Deserving favorite here, I think, is the number 7 Royal Quality. Roy Augustino been running this one up at Woodbine, and he had a few decent races early. Got beat 3/4 of a length in May, 3rd by a length and a half. On the turf, he got hurted a little bit in the stretch. It wasn't that bad, beaten 4.5. Then last time out, he had the 10 hole. He was never less than 5 wide. 10th by 11 lengths off that trip really isn't that bad, especially against that quality of horse. Now he gets class relief. He's a winner on turf. The about 7 furlongs, not going to be a problem for him. It's just going to be if Crawford can get him some position from the 7 hole. But royal quality on this class plunge, I think the one to beat. I think an interesting long shot is number 3, Stormin' Dave. Hated the dirt last time out, pulled himself up, had to be goes out distance. But before that on the turf, he ran a good race from the 9 hole to be third by 2.5 lengths behind Jack the Cat and Cupid's Claws. This is a much easier group than a 5,000 non-winners of a year, non-winners of 4, gets into face non-3, gets back to the turf, gets a good post. Alexis Sanchez riding this one for Steve Cathcart. I think 15-1, you definitely have to take a look at this one. Ashley Mayu has him on her selections as well. Number 5, Cantucci, also worth a look. He was in an off-turf race and got out-sprinted by a main track only Forest Flash at this level on July 27th. They sent him down here for the turf. They get the turf this time. Chris Husband's going to ride. I think Cantucci definitely worth a look now that he gets a shot on the grass. 13 minutes to post for today's first race. Best of luck with all of your wagers. Enjoy your day here at Fort Erie Racetrack.
It's easy to make a bet on HPIBet.com. Follow these simple steps and you'll be betting in no time. First, go to the HPIBet.com website. Sign in to your HPIBet account. Find the track and race you want to bet on. Click on the Place Bet button. Click on the bet type you want to wager with. Click on the amount you want to wager. Click on the horse you want to wager on. Click on the green Place Bet button. Review your bet confirmation information. It's all done. Remember, all this can be done on most mobile devices. Now cheer on your pick to victory.
field is making their way on track for today's first race. Race 1 is a claiming race for fillies and mares 3-year-olds and up, but you've never won 3 races. Going for a claiming price of $62.50 down to $6,000, traveling a distance of 5 1/2 furlongs, competing for a purse of $19,800. Race 1 offers win, place, show, exactor, 20-cent try, double, 20-cent super, 20-cent pick 3, and 20-cent early pick 4 wagering. Take note that post parades will be shortened today. After post parade, they'll be heading to gate quite shortly, so get your wagers in early. Race 1 post parade, number 1 is Loaded Secret. Edgar Zenteno riding for trainer George Newland and owner Robin Osborne. Number 2, Running Argument. Alexis Sanchez has the call for trainer Steve Cathcart and owner Andrew Stronach. Number 3 is Misty Point. Chris Husbands rides for trainer Sharon Chicotto, who owns with Jim Vatier and Michael Thomas Green. Number 4, Crimson Knights. Zarel Ford rides for trainer Tony Adamo and owner Icon Racing Stables. Completing the field, number 5, Golden Spring. Juan Crawford in the saddle for trainer Ken Smith and owner Radcliffe Racing Stable. Post parades will be shortened today. Race 1 starts the early pick 4. They'll be heading to gate shortly. Starting gate moving into position. Not much time left to get those race 1 wagers in. 4-5 on the number 4, Crimson Knights. Get those wagers in. They'll be heading to post shortly. Race 1 field is behind the starting gate. It is now post time. Crimson Knights 3-5 as they begin the loading process. It's a field of 5 to kick off the Tuesday here at Fort Erie Racetrack. Early pick 4 starts here. The first in will be Loaded Secret with Edgar Zenteno. Running Argument and Alexis Sanchez will come to gate 2. Misty Point and Chris Husbands. Zerrell Ford aboard Crimson Knights. Last in will be Golden Spring and Juan Crawford. All set. And they're off. Golden Spring broke sharply from the outside. Misty Point and Loaded Secret both forwardly placed. At the back early are Crimson Knights and Running Argument, but there's only 3 lengths front to back. Loaded Secret not content to give Golden Spring the lead. She advances up the inside to put the head in front. Running Argument is into third on the inside of Misty Point, and the trailer is the favorite, Crimson Knights. 23 seconds flat for the opening quarter. They race into the turn with 3 furlongs left to travel, and the duel between Golden Spring and Loaded Secret continues. Misty Point is well spotted from third. Running Argument asked for more, and now Crimson Knights begins her rally. Golden Spring has put away Loaded Secret. Misty Point moving well into second, 3 deep. Crimson Knights and Running Argument trails. At the head of the lane, they still need to run down Golden Spring, but here comes Crimson Knights down the outside to put the head in front of a tired Golden Spring. Misty Point tries to re-rally, but Crimson Knights is getting away. Crimson Knights easily down the stretch. Crimson Knights and Zerrell Ford going on to a 5-length score. Misty Point second, then Golden Spring and Running Argument, 106 flat. Unofficial race 1 order, the winner is number 4, Crimson Knights. Second is the 3, Misty Point. Third, number 5, Golden Spring. And fourth, number 2, Running Argument. Unofficial race 1 order, 4-3-5-2. Now back to the winner's circle, the unofficial winner of today's first race, number 4, Crimson Knights. A 5-year-old bay mare by Super Speedy out of Sweet Crimson. She's bred by John Carey and Archie Lee here in Ontario. Apprentice Zerrell Ford with the winning ride. Crimson Knights is trained by Tony Adamo for Icon Racing Stables. Third lifetime win in 27 starts for Crimson Knights, who wins easily on the class drop to complete the 5.5 in a time of 106 flat. Congratulations to the connections of Crimson Knights. Race 1 is now official. Prices are up. Crimson Knights a short $260 to win, $210 and $210. Second was the 3 Misty Point, $330 to place, $250. Third, number 5 Golden Spring, $410 to show. $2 exacta, $4.3, $8.70. The $1 try, $4.35, $13.30. $1 super, $4.352, $26 even. We're having non-winning ticket draws today here at Fort Erie. Put your name and phone number on the back of your non-winning tickets for your chance to enter the prize draw. Today's prize is the new tote bag. Tote bag is also available at customer service for $5, but that is the prize for today's non-winning ticket prize draw. Race 2 changes. We have a corrected weight on the number 2, Medaglia Forever. The weight should read 122 pounds. 17 minutes to post. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll turn your programs forward to race 6, we have a late rider change to announce for the first time. In race 6, the number 4, Fast and Ready, will now be ridden by Amanda Vandermeersch. Put Amanda Vandermeersch on the number 4, Fast and Ready, in today's 6th race. Field is making their way on track for today's second race. Race 2 is an allowance race for fillies and mares 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 3 races. Going a distance of 1 mile and 1/16th, competing for a purse of $24,600. Race 2 offers win, play, show, exactor, 20-cent try, double, 20-cent super, 20-cent pick 3, and 20-cent pick 5 wagering. Once again, post parades will be shortened today. Get your wagers in early. Race 2 post parade number 1 is Fix Your Hair Up Pretty. Edgar Zenteno rides for trainer George Newland and owner Anthony Powell. Number 2 is Charles Fipke's Medaglia Forever. Melanie Pinto has the call, Mickey Neubauer the trainer. Number 3 is Moral Turpitude. Ishmael Mascara in the saddle for trainer John Sims. The owner is Deborah Fletcher. Lindsay Hode owns and trains the number 4, Doodle Dandy. The rider is Alexis Sanchez. Completing the field, number 5, Clara You the Best, Pierre Mailhot riding for trainer Corey McChesney and owner Tommy Lau. Pick 5 wagering starts here in race 2. Get those wagers in. Post parades are shortened today. Starting gate taking position. Race 2 field will be heading to gate shortly. Favoritism is between the number 2, Medaglia Forever at 6-5 and the 3, Moral Turpitude at 9-5. The pick 5 wager starts here. Get those wagers in. Race 2 field is behind the starting gate. It is now post time. Even money on the number 1, Medaglia Forever. First in, Fix Your Hair Up Pretty with Edgar Zenteno. Medaglia Forever and Melanie Pinto. The gray, Moral Turpitude with Ishmael Mascara. Goes up. Doodle Dandy and Alexis Sanchez. Doodle Dandy goes in. Last up will be Clara You the Best and Pierre Mailhot. All set. And they're off. Moral Turpitude broke slowly. Showing speed from the inside is Fix Your Hair Up Pretty with Medaglia Forever also vying for the early lead. Doodle Dandy closer to the pace than normal. Inside a rank Clara You the Best, and after the slow beginning, the trailer is Moral Turpitude. They race into the clubhouse turn. Fix Your Hair Up Pretty does not want to give the lead up to Medaglia Forever. They're head and head midway around the opening bend. Doodle Dandy is third on the inside of Clara You the Best, who's still headstrong, and then 4 more lengths back to Moral Turpitude. Very pedestrian opening quarter, 26 seconds flat. They race within the 6 furlong pole, and now Medaglia Forever lets out a notch and is a length in front of Fix Your Hair Up Pretty. Clara You the Best is into third on the outside of Doodle Dandy. Still at the back is Moral Turpitude, who has 7 lengths to make up on the leader. Midway down the backstretch, the lead still belongs to Medaglia Forever. The half was 50-2. Very moderate fractions being set here as they race within the half-mile pole. Fix Your Hair Up Pretty is still in contention from second. Clara You the Best asks for a little more from third as Doodle Dandy begins to tire. Moral Turpitude still at the back. Medaglia Forever going easy on the lead. 2 lengths better than Fix Your Hair Up Pretty, now 3. Clara You the Best is into third. Moral Turpitude begins to rally but has 8 lengths to make up on the leader, who's not letting anything up. 1:14 3 3/4. Medaglia Forever has opened up 5 lengths and still moving comfortably at the head of the lane. Moral Turpitude has swung to the far outside, trying to get into second, but Clara You the Best and Fix Your Hair Up Pretty still moving well. Moral Turpitude, Medaglia Forever is in a race of her own. Moral Turpitude getting into second, but never going to threaten Medaglia Forever. So much the best, coming down to a 10-length score. It's Medaglia Forever and Melanie Pinto. Clara You the Best dug in for second over Moral Turpitude, then Fix Your Hair Up Pretty. 1:45 3. Unofficial in race 2, the winner is number 2, Medaglia Forever. Second is the 5, Clara You the Best. Third, number 3, Moral Turpitude. And fourth, number 1, Fix Your Hair Up Pretty. Your unofficial race 2 order is 2, 5, 3, 1. Now back to the winner's circle, the unofficial winner of today's second race, number 2, Medaglia Forever. Medaglia Forever is a 5-year-old dark bay or brown mare by Medaglia Doro out of Forever Unbridled, a homebred in Kentucky for Charles Fipke. Ridden to victory today by Melanie Pinto, Medaglia Forever is trained by Mickey Neubauer. Back-to-back wins for Medaglia Forever, now a perfect 2 for 2 here at Fort Erie Racetrack. She completes the 1 mile and 1/16 in a time of 1:45 and 3. Congratulations to the connections of Medaglia Forever. Hold all tickets until race 2 is made official. Race 2 is now official. Race 2 prices are up. Medaglia Forever, $4.90 to win, $3 and 2.10. Second, number 5, Clary You the Best, $2.80 to place, $2.10. Third, number 3, Moral Turpitude, $2.10 to show. $2 Exacta, $2.5, $9.80. The $1 Try, $2.53, $6.50. $1 Super, $2.531, $7.25. And the $2 Double, $4.2, $5.90. This Sunday, August 17th, is Basset Hound and Corgi Racing Day here at Fort Erie. As always, admission is free. And we'd like to say a very happy birthday to Barbara, celebrating with us here today. Happy birthday, Barbara, from all of your friends and family here at Fort Erie Racetrack. Race 3 changes. Rider change on the number 2, Frack City. Make the rider Juan Crawford. 18 minutes to post. Field is making their way on track for today's third race. Race 3 is a maiden claiming race for 3-year-olds and up. Going for a claiming price of $4,000 down to $3,750, traveling a distance of 6 furlongs, competing for a purse of $15,000. Race 3 offers win, play, show, exactor, 20-cent try, double, 20-cent super, 20-cent pick 3, and 20-cent late pick 4 wagering. Race 3 post parade number 1 is Bourbon North. Ishmael Mascara rides for trainer Pat County Jr. and owner Krausa-Skyday Racing Stable Incorporated. 2 is Radcliffe Racing Stables Frack City. Juan Crawford picks up the mount for trainer Ken Smith. Number 3 is Sweeping Red. Chris Husbands in the saddle. Kevin Buttigieg trains for Colebrook Farms. Joe Humber owns and trains the number 4 Cowboys Sequel. The rider is Melanie Pinto. Number 5 is Shaco. Edgar Zenteno rides for owner-trainer Paula Loescher.
Give us a couple seconds on the 6.
On screen now, number 6, I'm Not Lost. Pierre Mailhot rides for trainer Julie Mathis and owner Bruno Schickadans. Late pick 4 wagering starts here in race 3. Post parade shortened today. Get those wagers in early. Starting gate is in position. 7-5 favorite, the number 1, Bourbon North. Race 3 field is behind the starting gate. It is now post time. First up is the 7-5 favorite, Bourbon North and Ishmael Mascara. Frack City and Juan Crawford. Sweeping Red, Chris Husbands. Cowboys Sequel with Melanie Pinto. Edgar Zenteno aboard Shaco. Last in will be I'm Not Lost and Pierre Mailhot. All set. And they're off. Very good beginning. Frack City and Shaco both showing up with Bourbon North along the inside. Sweeping Red also vying for position between horses. Cowboy Sequel is going to race from 5th on the inside of I'm Not Lost. Bourbon North has advanced up the inside and is now a length in front. Sweeping Red is 2nd, racing between Shaco and Frack City. A length and a half back to I'm Not Lost, who's moving up on the far outside, and Cowboy Sequel now trails the field. 22-3 for the opening quarter. It's still Bourbon North leading the charge into the turn, being tracked by Sweeping Red. Shaco is 3rd, Frack City 4th, and under a drive from 5th is I'm Not Lost. It's well back to Cowboy Sequel, who has 10 lengths to make up on the leaders. Bourbon North has lost a challenge to Sweeping Red and has called it quits. Shaco is 2nd on the inside. Frack City looking for somewhere to go. Then I'm Not Lost and Cowboy Sequel still trails. 47 flat for the half. 3 across the track at the head of the lane. On the inside, Sweeping Red has the lead, but here comes Shaco down the far outside. Shaco puts ahead in front of Frack City. Sweeping Red is still there. Cowboy Sequel down the far outside. It's Shaco and Frack City battling it out. Sweeping Red still there. Shaco has the head in front of Frack City. Frack City trying. Shaco finds enough. Shaco and Edgar Zenteno over Frack City, Sweeping Red, and Cowboy Sequel, 114-2. Unofficial in race 3, the winner is number 5, Shaco. 2nd is the 2, Frack City. 3rd, number 3, Sweeping Red. And 4th, number 4, Cowboy Sequel. Unofficial race 3 order, 5-2-3-4. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a rider's claim of foul, as well as a steward's inquiry into the running of race 3. The rider of number 2, Frack City, alleging interference against the unofficial winner, number 5, Shaco, alleging interference down the stretch run. So once again, that's a rider's claim of foul and a steward's inquiry, looking at racing action between the number 5 and 2 down the home stretch. Hold all tickets in race 3. Inquiry has concluded there will be no change in the order of race 3. The stewards determined that the initial contact was caused by the number 3, Sweeping Red. Thus, there will be no change in race 3. No fault to the number 5, Shako. Race 3 order 5234 will be made official shortly. Now down to the winner's circle for the unofficial winner of today's third race, number 5, Shako. Shako's a bay wriggling 4-year-old by Bold Warrior out of Kepi. Bred in Kentucky by Nancy Vanier and Lida Williamson. Shako was ridden to victory today by Edgar Zenteno. He's owned and trained by Paula Loescher. Breaks the maiden in start number 6, completing the 6 furlongs in a time of 1:14.2. Congratulations to the connections of Shako. Race 3 is now official. Prices are up. Shako returns $24 to win, $10.30 and $4.90. Second, number 2, Frack City, $7.20 to place, $3.60. Third, number 3, Sweeping Red, $2.50 to show. $2 exacta, 5-2, $120, 60 cents. The $1 try, 5-2-3, $124.30. $1 super, 5-2-3-4, $377, 60 cents. $2 double, 2-5, $76.30. And the $1 pick 3 paid $25.90. And we'd like to say a very happy birthday to Ashley celebrating with us here today. Happy birthday, Ashley, from all of your friends and family here at Fort Erie Racetrack. Tuesday, August 26th, we'll have our next free concert at the Tiki Bar featuring Almost Cool. Race 4 changes. A rider change on the number 1, Roll the Credits, make the rider Juan Crawford. Vet scratch the number 5, Bermuda Blue. No show and no superfecta wagering in race 4. 15 minutes to post. Field is making their way on track for today's fourth race. Race 4 is a maiden allowance race for 3-year-olds and up. Traveling a distance of 5 furlongs, competing for a purse of $21,600. No show and no superfecta wagering in today's fourth race. Race 4 offers win place, exactor, 20-cent try, double, and 20-cent pick 3 wagering. Once again, post parades will be shortened today. Get your wagers in early. Race 4 post parade number 1 is Roll the Credits. Juan Crawford picks up the mount for owner-trainer Joe Humber. Number 2 is Heavy Like a Chevy. Pierre Mailhot has the call for trainer Julie Mathis and owner David Mathis. James Perrin Racing Stable own the number 3, A Fleet Prince. Edgar Zenteno rides for trainer Nick Malini Jr. Number 4 is Jersey King. Chris Husbands rides for trainer Ken Albu and owner Six Brothers Stable. Scratch the 5. Race 4 is your last chance to play a pick 3 on today's card. They'll be heading to post shortly. Starting gate is in position. Last call to get your race 4 wagers in. Race 4 field is behind the starting gate. It is now post time. Final pick 3 of the day starts here in race 4. 4 to 5 on the number 3, A Fleet Prince. First up, first time starter, Roll the Credits, and Juan Crawford. Heavy Like a Chevy and Pierre Mailhot will come to gate 2. A Fleet Prince and Edgar Zenteno. Last up will be Jersey King and Chris Husbands. All set. And they're off. Heavy Like a Chevy out well. A Fleet Prince is also showing up with Jersey King on the far outside. The early trailer, not far off the lead, will be Roll the Credits. It's Heavy Like a Chevy making the pace as they race within the half-mile pole, 2 lengths better than A Fleet Prince. Roll the Credits is on the inside of Jersey King. They share the trailing spot as they roll into the turn. The opening quarter completed in a time of 20. That's a mistake up on the board. Heavy Like a Chevy is the leader. A Fleet Prince now making a bid in the 2-path to put the pressure on Heavy Like a Chevy. Jersey King moving well in third on the outside of Roll the Credits as they race within the quarter pole. At the head of the lane, it's still Heavy Like a Chevy trying to fend off A Fleet Prince. Jersey King moving well down the far outside. Roll the Credits in with a shot. At the 8th pole, Jersey King trying to reel in Heavy Like a Chevy. A Fleet Prince has called it quits. It's Heavy Like a Chevy. Jersey King down the outside gets up in the final 16th of a mile. It's Jersey King and Chris Husbands rallying to win by 1.5 lengths. Heavy Like a Chevy, then Roll the Credits and A Fleet Prince, 59-4. Unofficial in race 4, the winner is number 4, Jersey King. Second is the 2, Heavy Like a Chevy. Third, number 1, Roll the Credits. And fourth, number 3, A Fleet Prince. Unofficial race 4 order, 4-2-1-3. Now back to the winner's circle, the unofficial winner of today's 4th race, number 4, Jersey King. Jersey King is a 3-year-old dark bear brown gelding by Gamble's Exchange out of Hold On, We're Going Home. Bred here in Ontario by Mr. and Mrs. Kostas Diakoloukas. Christopher Husbands with the winning ride. Jersey King is trained by Ken Albu for Six Brothers Stable. Jersey King rallies to break the maiden in start number 3, completing the 5 furlongs in a time of 59-4. Congratulations to the connections of Jersey King. Hold all tickets until race 4. Actually, never mind. Just lit up on the board. Race 4 is official. Prices are up. Jersey King pays $14.40 to win, $3.60 to place. No show wagering in the fourth. Number 2, Heavy Like a Chevy, $2.20 to place. $2 exacta, 4-2, $20.60. The $1 try, 4-2-1, $32.40. No superfecta wagering in race 4. $2 double, 5-4, $89.70. $1 pick 3, $137.90. And the $1 early pick 4, $202, 65 cents. And take note, the corrected opening quarter is 22.69. That's 22 3/5 for the opening quarter fraction there in race 4. We'd like to wish a very happy 87th birthday to Paul DeFiglia. Welcome back to Fort Erie Racetrack. Thank you for celebrating your birthday with us here today. Fort Erie's Track-O-Lantern is returning on October 13th. It starts at noon. Kids in costume can trick or treat around the track. Race 5 changes, an ownership correction on the number 4, Wet and Wild. The ownership should read Louis Cappy. 17 minutes to post for race 5. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the winner of our non-winning ticket prize draw to announce. Could Rob Malinkior please head to customer service? Once again, that's Rob Malinkior. Congratulations, you have won today's non-winning ticket prize draw. Please report to customer service to collect your prize. Field is making their way on track for today's fifth race. Race 5 is a starter optional claiming race for 3-year-olds and up, which have started for a claiming price of $5,000 or less in the last 2 years, or going for a claiming price of $10,000. We're traveling a distance of 6 furlongs, competing for a purse of $21,300. Race 5 offers win, place, show, exactor, 20-cent try, double, and 20-cent superfecta wagering. Once again, post parades have been shortened today. Get your wagers in early. Race 5 post parade. Number 1 is Hiatus. Edgar Zenteno riding for trainer Jeff Voice, who owns with Herb McGurr Jr. and Greg Atho. Number 2 is Cost Basis. Amanda Vandermeersch pilots for trainer Julie Mathis and owner Bruno Schickadans.
Give us a second on the 3.
Number 3 is Have to Reload. Melanie Pinto in the saddle for trainer Michael Blake and owners Ascot Stud, Amanda Enns, Michael Blake Sr., Rachel Stalker Parks, and Mark Stout. Louis Cappy owns and trains the number 4, Wet and Wild. The rider is Juan Crawford. Number 5 is Bella Future. Ishmael Mascara rides for trainer John Sims and owner Deborah Fletcher. Number 6 is Society Joe. Alexis Sanchez riding for trainer Lauren Spada and owner Catherine Morissette. Completing the field, number 7, Truly Mischief. Chris Husbands has the call for trainer Noel Williams and owner Bermuda Blue Farm. Late double wagering offered here in race 5. They'll be heading to post shortly. Starting gate moving into position. Not much time left to get those race 5 wagers in. Race 5 field is behind the starting gate. It is now post time. Competitive betting board, the 2-1 favorite, the number 5, Bella Future. First in is Hiatus and Edgar Zenteno. Cost Basis and Amanda Vandermeersch. Have to Reload and Melanie Pinto. Wet and Wild with Juan Crawford. Bella Future at 2-1 with Ishmael Mascara. Society Joe, last year's Puss in Boots Cup winner with Alexis Sanchez. Last in will be Truly Mischief, Chris Husbands in the Bermuda Blue Fit Silks. Truly Mischief steps up and we're all set. And they're off. Truly Mischief was out well from the outside. Wet and Wild is also showing speed with Hiatus. Bella Future taking back to a mid-pack spot, a length better than Cost Basis. Then we have Have to Reload, and the early trailer will be Society Joe. From the outside gate, the lead belongs to Truly Mischief, but he's being pressured to the inside by Hiatus. Wet and Wild tried to go for the early lead, but he's taken back to third. Here comes Cost Basis up the inside with Bella Future 3 deep as they pass the quarter in 22-2. It's 5 more lengths back to Have to Reload, and Society Joe has a lot of ground to make up from last. They race within the 3 furlong pole, and now Truly Mischief is shaken clear of Hiatus, but here comes Wet and Wild and Bella Future both trying to rally. Cost Basis is swinging to the outside. Then we have to Reload and still well back to Society Joe. 45-2, it's a contested half, but Truly Mischief has spurt clear by 2 lengths. Bella Future trying to rally down the extreme outside with Wet and Wild. Cost Basis up the inside, Have to Reload, but they still have 2 lengths to make up on Truly Mischief. The only threat looks like Bella Future. Truly Mischief still moving well at the 70-yard pole, and Truly Mischief will go on to win. Truly Mischief by a diminishing length over Bella Future, Wet and Wild, and Have to Reload. 6 furlongs in 1:10-4. Unofficial in race 5, the winner is number 7, Truly Mischief. Second is the 5, Bella Future. Third, number 4, Wet and Wild. And fourth, number 3, Have to Reload. Unofficial race 5 order, 7-5-4-3. Now returning to the winner's circle, the unofficial winner of today's 5th race, number 7, Truly Mischief. Truly Mischief is a 6-year-old bay gelding by Into Mischief out of Truly Blushed, bred by Newton Nanner Stud in Kentucky. That's back-to-back riding wins on the card for Christopher Husbands. Truly Mischief is trained by Noel Williams for Bermuda Blue Farm. 3rd win in 4 starts this year for Truly Mischief, his 8th lifetime win. 5 for 10 over the Fort Erie Dirt, a model of consistency. He completes the 6 furlongs today in a time of 1:10:04. Congratulations to the connections of Truly Mischief. Hold all tickets until race 5 is made official. Race 5 is now official. Prices are up. Truly Mischief, $680 to win, $360 and $290. Second, number 5, Bella Future, $310 to place, $260. Third, number 4, Wet and Wild, $660 to show. $2 exacta, $7.5, $16.20. The $1 try, $7.54, $57.40. $1 super, $7.543, $133.80. The $2 double, $4.7, $74.20. And the $1 pick 3, $174.70. And we'd like to wish a happy 15th birthday to Regan, who's celebrating with us today. Happy birthday, Regan, from all of your friends and family here at Fort Erie Racetrack. We have 3 farmers markets left this season at Fort Erie. Farmers markets come back on August 17th, September 1st, and October 13th. Closing day will be Fort Erie's Fan Appreciation Day. That's Tuesday, October 21st. Post time will be 12:15. We'll have free programs, prize draws between races, and a mandatory jackpot high five payout. Race 6 changes. We have a rider change on the number 4, Fast and Ready. Make the rider Amanda Vandermeersch. Also take note that the owner should be Jeannie Ryan. We also have a rider change on the number 8, Boston Bay. Make the rider Pierre Mailhot. 19 minutes to post for race 6. We had a claim out of race 5, the number 5 Bella Future, claimed by Bruno Schickedans, moves to the barn of trainer Nick Malini Jr. And we'd like to wish a very happy 8th birthday to Ethan Reed, celebrating with us here today. Happy birthday, Ethan, from all of your friends and family here at Fort Erie Racetrack. Field is making their way on track for today's sixth and final race. Race 6 is a claiming race for 3-year-olds and up, which have never won 3 races. Going for a claiming price of $6,250 down to $6,000. We're going about 7 furlongs over the turf course, competing for a purse of $19,800. Race 6 offers win, play, show, exactor, 20-cent try, 20-cent super, and 20-cent jackpot high five wagering. Jackpot high five carryover up over $38,000. Race 6 post parade number 1, Professor rides again. Deshaun Gaskin rides for trainer Pat County Jr. and owners Ace Racing Stable and Inferno Racing Stables. Number 2 is Defogger. Kirk Johnson has the mount for trainer Ken Albu and owner Pier 1 Stables. Steve Cathcart owns and trains the number 3, Storm and Dave. The rider is Alexis Sanchez. Number 4 is Fast and Ready. Amanda Vandermeersch picks up the mount for trainer Danny Wills and owner Jeannie Ryan. Number 5 is Cantucci. Chris Husbands riding for trainer Sharon Chicato and owner Kevin Whiteley. Number 6 is Bongino racing for Bruno Chicadans. Edgar Zenteno riding for trainer Nick Malini Jr. Number 7 is Royal Quality. Juan Crawford riding for trainer Roy Augustino and owner Michael Bellissimo. Completing the field, number 8, Boston Bay. Pierre Mailhot picks up the mount for trainer Ken Smith and owner Radcliffe Racing Stable. Jackpot high five wagering offered here in race 6. Post parades have been shortened today. Get your wagers in early. Starting gate taking position on the turf course. Not much time left to get your race 6 wagers in. 9-5 favorite, the number 3, Storm and Dave. 3-1 support on the 5, Cantucci, and the 7, Royal Quality. $38,000 up for grab in the jackpot high 5 carryover. Field for race 6 is behind the starting gate. It is now post time. Field of 8 to go a circuit of the turf course to close out the racing week here at Fort Erie Racetrack. First up will be Professor Rides Again and Deshaun Gaskin. DeFogger and Kirk Johnson. 9-5 on Storm and Dave with Alexis Sanchez. Fast and Ready with Amanda Vandermeersch. Cantucci and Chris Husbands, Fast and Ready backs out. Back in. Back out again. Fast and Ready does not want to stay in the starting gate. And he's in again. Now Cantucci will come up. Chris Husbands looking for his 3rd on the day. Bongino and Edgar Zenteno. Royal Quality and Juan Crawford to gate 7. Last up will be Boston Bay and Pierre Mailhot. All set. And they're off. Royal Quality out a bit slowly. Cantucci showing up, hard ridden from the rail as Professor Rides Again, with DeFogger and Storm and Dave also showing up. Fast and Ready looking to make his way onto the inside, racing on the inside of Cantucci. Towards the back, Royal Quality is saving ground. To his outside is Boston Bay, and the trailer is Bongino. They're going fairly quick as they round the opening turn, the pace being set by Professor Rides Again, with Storm and Dave tracking to the outside in 2nd. It's 2 lengths back to DeFogger racing in 3rd. After the quick beginning, Cantucci is back into 4th with Fast and Ready to his inside as they pass the quarter in 23 and 4. Next is Boston Bay racing on the outside of Royal Quality, and Bongino can see them all. Midway down the backside, Storm and Dave not content to let Professor Rides Again have the lead. They are dueling as they race into the sunset turn. DeFogger waiting in 3rd. Next are Cantucci and Fast and Ready. Then we have Boston Bay. Royal Quality steadies a little bit. Bongino still at the back. 47 and 1 to the half. Storm and Dave has the head in front to Professor Rides Again, who's urged along. DeFogger getting closer. Fast and Ready moving well on the inside, looking for somewhere to go. Deep on the course is Cantucci. Royal Quality rallying up the inside. It's anybody's race at the head of the lane. Down the far outside, Cantucci moving well. Royal Quality has slipped up the inside. Fast and Ready takes the lead. It's Fast and Ready and Royal Quality. Royal Quality trying to come up the rail to get past Fast and Ready, who's stubborn. Fast and Ready, Royal Quality, Fast and Ready will will prevail. It's Fast and Ready by a neck over Royal Quality. Boston Bay, Cantucci, and Bongino, 126 and 4. Unofficial in race 6, the winner is number 4, Fast and Ready. Second is the 7, Royal Quality. Third, number 8, Boston Bay. Fourth, number 5, Cantucci. Fifth was the 6, Bongino. Unofficial jackpot high five numbers in race 6, 4, 7, 8, 5, 6. Now returning to the winner's circle, the unofficial winner of today's 6th race, number 4, Fast and Ready. Fast and Ready is a 4-year-old chestnut gelding by Matoli out of Colbra, bred here in Ontario by Tim Moose and Erica Everett Moose. Amanda Vandermeersch picks up the winning mount. Fast and Ready is trained by Danny Wills for Jeannie Ryan. Third lifetime win for Fast and Ready, his first of the 2025 season. He rallies and prevails in a stretch duel to complete the about 7 furlongs in a time of 1:26 and 4. Congratulations to the connections of Fast and Ready. Race 6 is now official. Race 6 prices are up, fast and ready, a $39.60 winner, $13.10 to place, $7.10 show. Second, number 7, Royal Quality, $5.30 to place, $4.30. Third, number 8, Boston Bay, $4.80 to show. $2 exacta, 4-7, $168 even. The $1 try, 4-7-8, $423.70. $1 super, 4-7-8-5, $2,671, 5 cents. The $2 double, 7-4, $136.60. $1 pick 3, $445, 30 cents. $1 late pick 4, $6,202, 50 cents. The 20-cent pick 5 returned $4,108, 32 cents. More information about the Jackpot High 5 payout to be posted later. We had a claim out of race 6, the number 5, Cantucci, claimed by Greg Atho, moves to the barn of trainer Jeff Voice. Visit our website, FortErieRacing.com, for information about everything going on here at the track. Tune into the pre-race show to get info about the track conditions, scratches and changes, handicapping analysis, and info about upcoming races and events. Racing is back next week at Fort Erie. We've got Sunday racing starting at 12:15, and on Monday we'll be racing at 4:30. And a reminder, no live racing next Tuesday, August 19th. This Sunday is Basset Hound and Corgi Racing Day. Post time, as stated, will be 12:15. As always, admission is free. Tuesday, August 26th, we'll have our next free concert at the Tiki Bar featuring Almost Cool. The Puss in Boots Cup is coming up on Labor Day, September 1st. That card also features the Horse People's Luminary Cup. Labor Day post time will be 12:15. Fort Erie Racetrack is a proud partner of Oneida New Holland of Niagara. They've provided us with a new tractor for maintenance this season. We'd also like to say thank you to our partners at True Green Professional Lawn Care, who are helping us keep the grass looking green and lush. Tune into your TV Niagara for the Fort Erie Race Replay Show, Channel 700, Thursdays at 10:30 and Saturdays at 10. And that concludes the racing week here from Fort Erie Racetrack. I want to thank everybody who joined us here at the Border Oval this week. Racing resumes on Sunday for Basset Hound and Corgi Day. Post time is 12:15. We hope to see you all out here. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night.